Hi everybody, Ben here. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to give a brief overview of a very leveraged stock to the silver price called First Majestic Silver. So let's take a look here a little bit at the macro perspective. This is the silver miners divided by the silver price. And you can see here we've got the spike down here recently. And the last couple times that we spiked down to a similar level, we had a very big rally in the silver stock. So I do think history could potentially repeat again. And it's time to get into some of these silver stocks. Rick Rule has recently sold around 80% of his silver, and he's redistributed some of that capital into the silver miners. So a nice vote of confidence to think about getting into these silver miners from a legendary investor like Rick Rule. And so why do I think First Majestic has that leverage to the silver price? They do have the highest percentage of revenue from silver production of any of the larger miners at 57%. And that number is probably going to be a lot higher in the fourth quarter. Also, their revenues are 90% from precious metals. And they're the only publicly traded company that actually has their own silver mint. So they ship up 10% of the doré they produce from their mines to Las Vegas, where it is minted into coins and bars. They've been around for a while, 22 years of proven operations and growth. They also have a very strong, clean balance sheet, and you don't often see that in the silver miner sector. So we'll take here a look at their production and costs. So this is the blue is the 2025 production numbers. And so they produced 15.4 million ounces of silver in 2025, and that was up about 84% year over year. And their cost of production for Q3 was $20.90 per silver ounce. So with silver up in the $80 range, you can imagine their profit margins are just absolutely yawning here. And those fourth quarter results, by the way, you can see this, there's no bar here, there's no blue bar here. Those fourth quarter financial results will be out February 19th. So looking forward to seeing those. And I imagine those will be extremely strong. So again, just some of their production highlights here. 77% increase in quarterly silver production year over year, 37% increase in their silver equivalent production. And a lot of that was due mainly to their acquisition of Gatos again in Mexico. All their production is in Mexico from 4 different mines. And they own about 70%, they own 70% of that Gatos mine. And so their production and cost guidance for 2026, they're actually going to produce a little bit less silver. That is due to the higher price, makes some of their ore that was not economical in the past economical now. So they're going to be actually increasing their throughput through the mines, but they're going to be producing a little bit less silver due to the little bit lower grade. And you can see their all-in sustaining costs are going to be up, 26.15 to 27.91. So a little bit higher all-in sustaining costs due to that lower grade being processed, which is pretty normal in this industry. While the price is high, you process that little bit lower grade. And here's that strong balance sheet I was talking about. So this is again September 30th, $435 million in cash, and with a total treasury of 569 million. And they do have some, I guess, a convertible debenture, so that can be converted into shares of $350 million. So they do have a very strong balance sheet. And again, those Q4 numbers coming out in February 19th are going to look a lot stronger and make the company's balance sheet appear a lot cleaner. Okay, guys, that's it for now. I do own shares in the company, not financial advice. Please do your own research and make your own financial decisions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.